we will have the national anthem also to be led by Puerto Galera National High School choral and dancers. Let's give them a round of applause. To welcome and again congratulate and say best wishes for many more years at the conservation work, Miss Grace Diamante.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Sa lahat ng mga parating pa at nandito na sa harap namin, maraming salamat for coming. Anyway, it has been a challenging and yet an exceptional journey over the last 10 years for the Mindoro Biodiversity Conservation Foundation Incorporated. The foundation was specifically formed as a non-profit organization with the main purpose of implementing conservation initiatives in the province of Mindoro, which is recognized as one of the globally important biodiversity priority areas. It was organized through the help of Shell Philippines Exploration, operator of the Malampaya Natural Gas Project, and in collaboration with Fauna and Flora International and the UP Los Baños. Today, we are very proud to present to you the wonder of hard work and dedication of the MBCFI team. I hope that this information materials that showcases Mindoro's natural attractions and unique biodiversity will capture your heart in conservation actions. I thank everyone who has been part of the journey, success, and challenges of MBCFI through the past 10 years, especially our partners, founding members, trustees, and most of all, my colleagues from MBCFI. You all enabled us to carry and advance our mission. Isang makakalikasang hapon po sa ating lahat.
To give us the welcome remarks, let's welcome Mr. Concepcion.
Yeah, magandang hapon sa ating lahat. In behalf of the Board of Trustees, I'd like to welcome you for the 10th year anniversary celebration of MBCFI. I know we have representations from the DNR, from the LGUs. We have here the representative of the governors, I think Dr. Infantado. I saw him. And then the DepEd and the 3 division chief in Calapan, Oriental, and Occidental Mindoro. We have the DOE, And the NCIP representatives, we have the NEDA. And the from the private sector, we have PBCFI, from CPPI, BCSP, MFI, SPECS, TVNet, National Museum, Wild Birds Photographers of the Philippines, previous and current consultants of MBCFI. Kami po ay nagagalak at kayo nakarating, maski napakalayo po nitong lugar na ito. At sana po ay tulungan nyo rin kami dito sa aming tinatahak na adventure or challenge sa atin para ma-preserve natin ang Oriental at saka Occidental Mindoro. Maraming pong salamat and welcome.
130 years ago, in 1887, American naturalist Professor Joseph Steer led an expedition with his students in the island of Mindoro. Dumaan sila sa Katuwiran River of Calapan. Professor Steer described Mindoro as a land of myth, an island which has not been thoroughly studied scientifically. The name Mindoro was said to be derived from the Spanish Mina de Oro, a gold mine, a fitting title for an island rich not only in mineral resources but also of biodiversity treasures. During that Steer expedition, na-discover nila yung ating iconic tamaraw, yung ating iconic Philippine crocodile, and so many other Mindoro endemics. Following the footsteps of those early explorers, MBCFI, initially it started off with the island-wide survey of Drs. Leti Afuang, Dr. J.C. Gonzalez, and Professor Dance. 10 years, we are still finding new exciting records and species. It seems Mindoro's title as a land of myth still hold true up to today. In 2015, we launched 18 new species records resulting from fieldwork with our partners from DNR, from our NGO partners, PBCF, UPLB, Kansas University, Haribon Foundation. Those species were launched with fantastic photos of our partners from the Wild Bird Photographers of the Philippines and the Wild Bird Club. Just last month, Dr. Larry Heaney emailed a scientific article highlighting 4 mouse species from the genus Apomis, mga maliliit na forest mouse ito. He said these 4 evolved from one single common ancestor from Luzon 20 million years ago. 3 of the 4 are new species based on fieldwork conducted by Dr. Danny Balete since 2013 throughout Mindoro. In Larry's words, this finding makes Mindoro the smallest island in the world on which speciation by mammals within a single island has been documented. So those are from an expert in rodents. Napaka-special ng Mindoro in terms of rodents. This afternoon, in behalf of our trustees, our directors, and our hardworking staff, we present 7 more new records and 1 new species. We start off with, JJ, can you help me? 3 bats from 2013 during the survey in Mount Calavite Wildlife Sanctuary with our partners from the DNR Protected Area Office of Mount Calavite, with our partners Lisa from PBCFI and from UPLB. These are the woolly bat, Carivola hardwicki, the whiskered Myotis, Myotis muricola, the Philippine pygmy roundleaf bat, Hipposideros pygmaeus. These are insectivorous bats which are dependent on good forests. They maintain populations of insects, maintaining the ecosystem balance. And as Lisa and I discussed earlier this morning, doon sa survey namin in 2013, meron pa kaming a few more surprises in store. We need more studies and possibly meron pang a few more new records doon sa 2013 survey na yon. Next up, we have from the Biodiversity Survey in Mount Iglit Baco National Park with DNR Protected Area Superintendents Fergandin and Ms. June David's Tamarao Rangers. We recorded the bronze tube-nosed bat, Murana aenea. Okay. We caught this very, very tiny bat, and si Kyle, yung aming bat specialist, she was measuring getting biometrics, taking all the measurements, looking at the physical appearance. Sabi niya, kaharap niya yung lahat ng mga field guides namin. Sabi niya, parang walang nag-fit sa description ng bat na yon. Parang wala pa to sa Pilipinas. And then si Maki, yung other biologist, sabi, parang merong bagong record din yan somewhere in Mindanao. So they searched other field guides of bats in Southeast Asia, and true enough, muray na ang identification nila ng species. Very recent record from the Philippines, in the first record of the species in Mindoro, and possibly the second of the species in the country so far. Next, we have successive surveys in 2017 and early this year in Apo Reef Natural Park, with DNR, Paso, Celso Almazan's Rangers, and the team from UPLB. While the team was crossing Apo East Pass, so nasa gitna ng karagatan, we spotted 3 individuals. Kasama namin dito si Miss Grace, si Bob, si Maki, and then our President, Sir Bing Santos. Merong 3 ibon gliding gracefully and then skimming just over the water surface ng Apo East Pass. We present to you the streaked shearwater, a rare or uncommon seabird with very few sightings in the Philippines, partly because hindi siya lumalapit sa lupa, mostly nasa open water siya. I talked to Lisa and sabi ang MBCFI has also records in the Negros Panay area, but majority of the global population of this species ay nasa Japan and towards the north. Okay. Following that, we have the red-billed starling. Ito naman, during a survey with UPLB in Apo Reef, si Bob Natural, yung aming biologist and photographer, out of hundreds of the very common migrant na chestnut-cheeked starling, sabi niya, mayroong isa doon na iiba. Mayroong isa doon na iiba. So out of the hundreds ng photographs niya, binalikan namin yung mga photos and we found 1 photo. Pero documentary lang yung photo, so kaya pinapaint na lang namin na mas maganda. Docu-shot lang siya, but 1 out of 100 na chestnut-cheeked starling, merong red-billed starling. Also early this year, during the annual water bird count at Nauhan Lake National Park, kasama namin si Paso Rick Natividad at ang kanyang team. Nagbibilang kami ng tufted ducks sa open water ng Nauhan Lake. Tapos, so habang umiikot kami, merong thousands of tufted ducks, mostly mga black above and white belly ang tufted duck. So yun binibilang namin. But dun sa isang malayo na flock, sabi na parang may naiiba doon. Merong maliliit tsaka pale brown. So nagsisigawan kami ni Bob sa bangka naming maliliit. Tapos raradyo kami kay Serik. Serik, iikutan namin yung isang flock na yon. Parang may iba doon. So nilapitan namin and we counted over 800 nitong gargani. It's a common migrant through the Philippines. But this is the first record in Mindoro, in Nauhan Lake. Over 800 yung nabilang. Pero hindi natapos yun doon. Amidst the tufted ducks and the gargani, sabi, meron pang iilan na malalaki at merong pulang ulo. So, yun hindi namin malipitan. Medyo mailap sila. But we were able to count 3 of the rare migrant Eurasian widgeon. These are larger ducks with red heads. So we were able to count 3 during that survey. And then the highlight of the species back in 2013, kasama si Lisa and the PBCFI team and UPLB. Yung aming botanist who passed away a few years ago, si Miss Mary Ann, sabi niya, meron siya na-collect. Sa akin, tingin ko, parang twigs lang. Na-collect niya from karst rocks, yung limestone na matatalas na bato. So, dense clump lang doon ng green twigs. Kinolect niya. Tapos nung nakita namin yung flower, mukha siyang hoya. So yung team, kasama ni Lisa and the MBCFI team, nagtataka, para siyang hoya, pero parang hindi. So sabi ni Ms. Marian, sige, dadalhin ko yung sample, ipapa-analyze natin with other experts. So sila ni Dr. Hadsal sa UPLB Museum, ilang gabi silang walang tulog to verify kung ano yung nakolekta. And so a few months later, tumawag siya, sabi niya, hindi siya hoya, hindi siya anything that we have on our records. Initially, in-ID nila as Sarcostema. It is an old species of plants. But then eventually, with more studies, sinabi na, no, mas fitting siya sa group ng Sinancum. So, finally, we present to you Sinankum Malampayai. It is named after the Malampaya joint venture partners who generously provided funding to support MBCFI from its inception in the late 1990s up to now and hopefully beyond. Senankum Malampayai, a new species of plant recorded only in Ilin and Ambulong Islands in Mindoro, Philippines.
How about a round of applause for them?
First of all, isang magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. And a warm congratulations to MBCFI for 10 years of biodiversity protection and conservation. How about a round of applause for MBCFI? As one of the country's largest, most important energy investments, Malampaya does not only provide clean energy through natural gas, but also protects the areas where we operate and uplift neighboring communities through capacity building. Our long-term commitment to MBCFI is reflective of our promise to protect biodiversity throughout our project, from design phase throughout operations and exit. We are pleased to see that our social investment has borne so much fruit, from protecting biodiverse sites and wildlife to empowering communities to become environment stewards. Through your tireless and unwavering efforts, Mindoro continues to be one of the richest treasure troves of endemic flora and fauna. Communities that you support have also flourished, sustaining this province as a food basket and haven for ecotourism. We laud every member of MBCFI, from members of management to field staff who protect this rich natural heritage. I am sure that our JV partners share the same gratitude. Shell Philippines Exploration, Chevron, and PNOCEC are proud and very delighted to have MBCFI as a partner in conservation and protection. We are here to continue supporting MBCFI throughout many, many more anniversaries to come. Once again, mabuhay and congratulations, MBCFI.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so pleased to be standing here before you today to present to you the Mindoro treasures, the fruit of the many years of work with the teachers of Mindoro. I started off my work on teachers trainings in 1992, but started my connection with the teachers of Mindoro way back 1998. And then, I think it was in 2000 something, we isolated the top high caliber teachers and master teachers of Mindoro at the Philippine High School for the Arts, did the teachers trainings on them, and they continued the work of teachers trainings to the rest over the years, totaling to about more than 400 trained teachers, about 200 schools with the trained teachers also, and with a series of workshops, write shops, review shops, and a lot of shops here in Mindoro and in Tagaytay and in Laguna. The product of the hard work of the teachers is now here with you. Kindly open it, Kyle. Eliza, open it up. O ayaw magbukas. Here is the book. I can almost cry. Thank you, teachers, for working with us. You are really... This book contains 75 in total kind of components. Why 75? Because I kind of counted it not as simply as, alam niyo yung anniversaries na silver, golden. I wanted it to be a diamond celebration. So we had to hit 75 as a diamond symbolic number. 5 major chapters on the rich biodiversity of the Philippines containing the Mindoro and Mindoro's rich biodiversity, 60 DLLs, these are the products of the teachers, daily learning lessons, and 5 additional teaching strategies. These DLLs are those lessons which the teachers can directly use in their courses, taken out of the DepEd K-12 curriculum system. We did not invent it. We did not take it anywhere under the sun, but we took it from the well-planned K-12 educational curriculum system of the DepEd with the help of our beloved teachers. We cannot enter the teachers' portals. Labas kami ng DepEd. But we open the key to the portals so that we can find a pathway into which we can enter the educational system and integrate the concept of biodiversity and the value of conservation into the hearts of the holders and the molders of the minds of the young generation. I wish to repeat what I said in the morning at the press media, pero I got it from the preface already. Let me say this. We believe that education is a key ingredient of successful biodiversity conservation and environment protection. We can never be successful unless the people are involved. We can never be successful unless the people understand. We also believe that the youth are the best targets for environmental education and conservation. Why? Because they are the generations that will hold on. We will pass away, but their leadership will come. Once their minds are molded, the seed that we plant in their mind, kaya po may seed dyan eh, the seed that we plant in their mind will bear fruit. And they are the ones who will practice what we have taught them. They are the ones who will take it into their character, and they are the ones who are going to give it high value. But I have a third. We also believe that teachers play one of the most influential roles in educating our youth and our children. From the 6-year-old child of prep or grade 1 until the college life of about 20 years, that's 16 years, 18 years, your children, our children, face the teachers. They are with the teachers 8 hours a day. They listen to the teachers, kind of forced because they have to sit there and the teacher has to speak there. And they have to listen and they have to take note and they have to obey and they have to, the teachers are the highest influencers of our children. Of course, pagkatapos na nilang mag 7 years old, of course, I give high value still to the parents. 1 to 7 years or 0, nasa tiyan ka pa lang nanay, na-influensyahan mo na yung anak mo. But then again, being an educator and standing proud among my co-teachers out there with a full heart, we present this Mindoro Treasures. Ano nga ibig sabihin ng treasures natin, Elan? Teaching reference for environmental awareness and sustainable use of resources. This represents the thematic groups. Lahat ng subjects meron dyan. MAPE, Araling Panlipunan, Science, Math, English, Filipino. Ano pang nakalimutan ko? Values, it's order. There are exemplar DLLs there. Ibig sabihin, pag exemplar, naintindihan nyo lahat doon. Model and template and yung gagayahin. No? So, what more can I say? But here, allow me to quote this by Baba Diom. Sabi niya, in the end, we will conserve only what we love. And we will love only what we understand. And we will understand only what we are taught. Teaching, education is the molder of the mind and the heart. And so in all humility, with great joy, of course, Eliza has been my patient assistant in all of this. Allow me to say proudly, in all humility, this is yours, Mindoro people. We love you.
Good day, everyone. I'm Karen Pigaya po from the DepEd Mimaropa and a proud Midoreños din po. Good afternoon. Our dear Director Gilbert P. Sadsad, apologized for not being here today because he has to attend into a national event in Makati. But he sent his message for this celebration, and allow me to read his message. I want to begin my message by saying congratulations and thank you, MBCFI. This is not only a celebration of your existence as a group, your success and realization of the organization, but also to the legacy of accomplishments that will be left to the Mindoreños. Your advocacies have transformed to actions. And these actions made possible because you did not stop working and loving what is in your heart. That is the love for this land and passion to serve this environment. DepEd is thankful of having you as our partner, and we are glad to join you in this line. Your efforts and our support have converged to make this a consensus stronger, which will bring change, development as well as power to sustain our goal, and that is to live with our expectations to conserve our Mother Nature, especially here in Mindoro. Let us continue this legacy and never surrender, because we as one, we will have one beautiful tomorrow for our children, for our environment, for our future. I would also like to take this opportunity to extend our gratitude for the generosity and initiative in giving us the environmental source book. This is really very remarkable that we will learn new and update ourselves with what we can do and how do we continue leading to our roles in the environment. Once again, good afternoon and happy anniversary. End of quote. Thank you so much.
And now we'll have an intermission number, Mother and Daughter. From Doc Letty again, she composed this song from the heart for the 10th year anniversary of MBCFI. Again, round of applause for the mother and daughter, Dr. Letty Afuang and Miss Debbie Afuang. Can we sing with them?
Come with us. MBCFI, alamin ang yamang kalikasan. Buong puso naming ihahandog sa mamamayan, kalaman sa pag-iingat ng taglay mong yaman. MBCFI, lingkod kami ng Diyos at ng bayan. MBCFI, alamin ang yamang kalikasan. Buong puso naming ihahandog sa mamamayan, kalaman sa pag-iingat ng taglay mong yaman.
Wow, galing! Maraming salamat, mother and daughter.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Muli, happy anniversary, 10th anniversary MBCFI. Given that the tamaraw is only found in Mindoro Island and nowhere else in the world, it is one of the most globally important mammals. Unfortunately, the tamaraw is now considered as one of the highly threatened mammals of the world. As such, the Malampaya joint venture partners, composed of Shell Philippines Exploration, Chevron Malampaya, and the Philippine National Oil Company Exploration Corporation, has been very supportive of the efforts of MBCFI in protecting this critically endangered species and its habitat, as showcased in this video that we will show you later. In this regard, the MBCFI has partnered with the DNR, particularly with the Tamaraw Conservation Program and the Protected Area Office of the Mounts Iglit Bako National Park in implementing activities related to public awareness on the importance of the tamaraw.
Magsaya ng lumigaya. Sige na, kembot na, sumayaw ka na. Sumigla, magsaya, magsaya ng lumigaya. What it is. Sige na, kembot na, kembot, sumayaw ka na. Minsan ay ibawis mo ang iyong katawan. Sa ngayon, iwanan mo ang kalungkutan. Sumiga, magsaya, magsaya ng lumigaya. Wala-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sige na, kembot na, kembot, sumayaw ka na. Sumiga, magsaya, magsaya ng lumigaya. Tara-tara, sige na, kembot na, kembot, sumayaw ka na. Sama-sama muna tayo at magindakan. Iwanan natin ang gulo, masarap na lang.
Galera National High School dancers. Wow.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yes.
Good afternoon.
So this AVP, it recognizes the staff, the people who worked with, our partners, and everybody else who are working with us in this conservation effort, It shows how MBCFI grew from a staff of just 10 years ago to now 23 group of passionate people who work together with everybody else that are involved in conservation in trying to, put together the programs, both in the field, whether they're working in the field, whether in the office, or whether putting together a program like this, We get a lot of these passionate, energetic people. So this video would show not only the work that they do, but maybe the diversity, not only of the species we're trying to conserve, but maybe also the diversity within the group. How they have their different roles, how they work together, and how they're able to achieve their goals.
Una, nagpapasalamat ako sa MBCFI, to its Board of Trustees and staff, especially kay Grace, for being with them in the past 10 years. No? I remember I saw the photos earlier, and I remember that it was in 2008 when we first did the conservation needs assessment for Mindoro Island. We identified 10 priority sites for Mindoro, and we developed the first program thrust of the MBCFI. So through the years of working with MBCFI, I work with them at nagiging kapamilya ko na rin ang MBCFI through these years, especially here in Luzon. And I also thank the Mindorenses for the warm response of my presence here, although hindi ako taga Mindoro, but I've been here since 2003. Bakit ba kailangan i-declare ang Nauhan Lake National Park? If you could remember, the National Integrated Protected Area System Act was passed in 1992. Nauhan Lake, being a national park, became automatically the initial component of the NIPAS. An initial component has to undergo evaluation and assessment for it to be included in the NIPAS. Unfortunately, since 1992 and few years ago, there were several efforts to declare Nauhan Lake under the NIPAS, pero hindi na-prosper ang efforts. And it was only last year when we started to work out all the requirements for the proclamation of the Nauhan Lake as a protected landscape under the NIPAS. So hopefully, once Nauhan Lake will be proclaimed as a protected landscape, this would be the first protected area in the province of Oriental Mindoro under the integrated protected area system of the country. In Occidental Mindoro, binanggit kanina ni Dr. Lete, there are already 3 proclaimed protected areas sa INIPAS, yung bago nating batas na nag-declare ng 94 protected areas throughout the country, and 3 of which are in Occidental Mindoro. However, Nauhan Lake was not included in that 94 sites simply because there was no presidential proclamation issued for the area. So that's why we prepared all these documents. I was talking to Grace, to the Protected Area Office, to the PAMBI, because I was once also a PASU. I told them, it took me 7 years to declare Mount Canlaon Natural Park under the NIPAS, preparing all these documents. But it only took us here in Nauhan for 1 year to prepare all these documents. So for this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, the Mindoro Biodiversity Conservation Foundation will turn over these documents to the DNR Protected Area Management Board, to the Nauhan Lake Natural Park Protected Area Management Board, to Protected Area Office and DNR that contains the following documents. Una, kailangan ang tinatawag natin na Protected Area Suitability Assessment. Ito ay magpapatunay if Nauhan Lake is still qualify to become a protected area. Unfortunately, hindi na siya mag-qualify na national park dahil ang national park ay wala na sa category ng protected area system at marami na ring tao. So ang vision natin for Nauhan Lake, coexistence of people and nature. Kaya it would be categorized as protected landscape. So the qualification of Nauhan Lake as a wetlands of international importance is very crucial for its declaration as a protected landscape. Nauhan Lake is important for the livelihood of communities surrounding the lake, not only surrounding the lake, but probably in the entire Mindoro. So that's ecological, socio-economic, and cultural importance of Nauhan Lake merits for its designation as a protected landscape. So that is the content of the Protected Area Suitability Assessment. Sa ngayon, sa Pilipinas, we have already 103 protected areas, 13 of which has an individual law. So hopefully again, Nauhan Lake would be the 14th protected area that has its own charter. And finally, included in this document, makapal yan, because we conducted public consultations in 4 municipalities covering the Nauhan Lake National Park so that they will conform, they will agree, and they will support for the declaration of this area. These are Pola, Victoria, Socorro, and Nauhan. So may I call on the following to receive these documents from Mr. Bing Santos, one of the trustees of the MBCFI. From the Protected Area Management Board, may I call on Ms. Caroline Manuel from Victoria Town. Maraming salamat at congratulations again, MBCFI.
Una po ay gusto ko po magpapasalamat sa inyo, lalo na sa sa pamilya ng MBCFI. Malayo na po narating natin. Alam natin po ang Nauhan Lake National Park na proklamo ito 1956. So mahigit na 60 years, di ba po? Sa tulong ng MBCFI po, nagawan na po namin itong bill at sana nga po ay sabi nga ni Governor noon, sana sa panahon niya maproklama ito as RA. So nakakaano po, di ba? So marami pong sumusuporta. Wala po during the time ginagawa po namin itong public consultation, wala pong kumontra. Maraming pabor lahat at nakuha po namin lahat sa 24 na barangay, lahat ng kanilang resolution sa 4 na bayan at siyempre ang huli ay nasa probinsya. Ako po ay lubos ng papasalamat sa ating mga board ng Nauhan Lake National Park. Siyempre, hindi ko po makalimutan ng aking idol na aming classmate, aking kaibigan, aking naging director, Mr. Galion. Siya po nag-start sa akin lahat. Napakalaking tulong po ginawa namin sa panahon ito at siya po ay naging kaibigan namin lahat. At ang turing po niya sa amin noon ay parang kaibigan lang niya. So, actually nga po, sabi nga, palagi kami nag-uusap, sabi niya, tayo magkwentuhan na walang katotohanan. So, doon sa kwentuhan na may walang katotohanan, nakabuo po kami ng magandang relasyon. Hindi lang po sa aming kaopisina, even po sa mga ibang kasama namin, lalo na sa MBCFI. So, yun lang po siguro. Kami po ay lubos ng papasalamat sa pangalan ng Management Board ng Nauhan Lake National Park, ng DENR as a whole. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at sa inyong sana'y po patuloy pang pagsasama natin para sa ikauunlad ng Mindoro. Marami pong salamat at magandang hapon.
Of course, any celebration requires a memorabilia. And in this particular case, we're very proud to present a coffee book. So on behalf of MBCFI, it is with great pleasure that we present this coffee book that will collectively feature the island's natural treasures unknown to many. So Mindoro is one of the Philippines' key biodiversity areas with very rich flora and fauna. It's time we showcase to our countrymen and the global community the hidden treasures and gems of Mindoro, from the highest mountain peaks to the depths of the aquatic resources. MBCFI has been working for Mindoro's biodiversity for 10 years now. And with rapid development transpiring throughout the island, it has become very challenging to maintain the ecological integrity of Mindoro like anywhere else. Well, we're not here to hinder progress. We envisage the sustainable development of the island. We want to hasten the reduction of threats, proper management of protected areas with stakeholders, and education of the masses to ensure the continued existence of our invaluable natural heritage. I hope that browsing through the pages of this coffee table book, You will be astonished, enlightened, and moved into action by helping us protect our biodiversity upon which our own lives depend. And to the MBCFI team, thank you. The board thanks you for your zealous efforts in working for our vision and mission. And as we celebrate our 10th anniversary, moving forward for Mindoro's biodiversity and empowered communities. And as I always say, kayang-kaya kung sama-sama. So I'd like to ask a few who are supposed to come forward to accept.
Magandang buhay po sa ating lahat. In behalf of Mayor Rocky D. Ilagan, we welcome you all here in Puerto Galera. Thank you po sa pagpunta nyo na rito. Sa mga guests po and everyone who's here today na hindi taga rito, ay welcome po kayo dito sa amin. MBCFI, happy 10th year anniversary. MBCF po has been the partner of Municipality of Puerto Galera. Last year, sila po ang tumulong sa amin for Puerto Galera to won the Nestis Plunge to Pledge, and we won 1 million worth of cleaning materials for White Beach. So thank you po to MBCFI para sa tulong nyo po na ibinigay sa amin. This would only be a short at ang gusto lang po namang sabihin sa inyo ni Mayor, especially to those who are guests na hindi po taga rito, I enjoy our sites po, our tourism sites here in Puerto Galera. Kami po ay declared man and biosphere ng UNESCO. Alam niyo naman po, before, kami ang unang-unang MAB. Then, nasundan po yan ng ibang mga probinsya, like Puerto Princesa, then we have Bohol. But it was last year, muntik na pong na-delist ang Puerto Galera sa map ng UNESCO. Pero ito po ay hinabol ng aming mayor at syempre po with the help of other entities para po kami ay ma-declare ulit at hindi malist. So ang mayor po namin had been a speaker of the UNESCO in Thailand last year as the representative po of the Philippines for the Man and Biosphere. So again, thank you very much, MBCFI. Happy 10th year anniversary. Welcome to Puerto Galera dahil po sa dinami-dami nyo ngayong araw na to. Tumaas po ang EUF collection namin. Sana po'y nasingil kayo sa Villa Flor. At dahil din po doon ay marami pong ayuda ng Department of Tourism ang ibibigay sa amin. Thank you very much po and welcome to Puerto Galera.
Magandang buhay.
Magandang buhay.
Magandang hapon at kalikasan at mapayapang hapon. Sabi ko na huwag niyo ako imbitahin magsalita, may kakambal akong bagyo. Timing po, timing. On behalf of the Provincial Governor, Alfonso B. Umali Jr., and all the citizens of Mindoro, Oriental Mindoro, pati na Occidental, mula nandito si Junior, ay bumabati kami ng happy 10th anniversary sa MBCFI, sa lahat ng officers, board of directors, lalo na ho kay Grace Diamante na napakakulit. Now before I came here, I asked the governor, what do you want me to say? To tell them, sabi niya. Bahala ka, basta magsalita ka. Okay. So pag nagsalita ako ngayon ng mali, sa kanya galing yon ha? Pag tama sa akin. Tinanong ko, anong ipapangako ko sa grupo? Pag ikaw ang nangako, ikaw ang magbibigay. So hindi ako mangangako, wala ako ibibigay sa inyo, ano po? Kundi ang undying support to the long-standing partner ng provincial government, ang MBCFI. So ako'y natutuwa, no? Yung presentation, lahat ng nabanggit ng MBCFI, Mindoro ang sinasabi. Hindi niya inihiwalay ang Oriental sa Occidental. Palakpakan natin ang Occidental Mindoro, mga kapatid natin, Junior. So, Ang aming trend ngayon, lalo na ng panahon ni Secretary Gina Lopez, yung po ang pinamulat sa atin, One Mindoro program. Sabi nga namin, bakit kailangang hindi susuportahan ang MBCFI? Alam po ninyo, environment ang number one problem sa buong mundo. At ako sa pagiging chairman ko ng Environment at Health sa Sangguniang Panlalawigan, nung ako po ay board member, chairman ako ng Committee on Health at Committee ng Environment and so on and so forth. I have concluded one issue na dalawang bagay lang sa mundo ang magpapahaba ng buhay natin. Environment at saka lifestyle. At siguro, itong partnership natin sa MBCFI ay malayong mararating. Marami pa silang plano maging pagtatayo ng center. So, panghuli siguro itong ating mga endangered species, may nakalimutan yung gumawa. The most endangered species. Hindi lang siguro sa Mindoro. Anybody? Sasagutin ko ba?
Starts with the letter
D. DL, ha? Naka-bulletproof vest naman ako eh. Sasabihin ko na sa inyo kung dedicated leaders. Marami pong salamat.
Kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa dedikasyon ng staff led by Grace. Talaga naman pong napakalaking bagay para sa kami po rin ay nagpapasalamat sa support ng mga local officials, ng mga national government officials, at saka yung mga institutions na related dito sa conservation. Marami pong salamat. After 10 years, syempre, we need really to spread this advocacy. Kasi di ba nare-realize nyo, napakaganda talaga ng ating probinsya. At kanina nga sa sinasabi ko, bakit ibang tao pa, mga taga-ibang lugar pa, yung nag-a-advocate na i-preserve natin ito. Siguro, let us be grateful to them. At the same time, let us support and fully support really their advocacy. At ikalat natin ito. Mabuti nandito ang DEX para tayo tulungan sa mga eskwelahan. At nandito kayo para pag-uwi natin sa bahay, maipa-realize lang natin na ang Mindoro, iba pala, ibang klase pala ang Mindoro. And let us be proud of that. So for the next so many years, I hope na we will be able to make this foundation sustainable. Siyempre, hindi naman pwedeng palaging may ninong, no? Hindi pwedeng, siyempre kahit papano, kailangan mas maraming involved, mas maraming stakeholders, mas magiging sustainable. Yun pa. Tapos isa pa rin, magpapasalamat din ako sa pagpasok ni Sir Baste at saka ni Sir Bing. Wow, they're really hardworking officers. Marami pong salamat at yun lang, and let us enjoy merienda and enjoy the weather before we leave.